All right, you guys, I love the Justice card. You can see back here is there. All right. I also, I recommend like whatever favorite tarot cards. As a matter of fact, what's your favorite tarot card? Write it in the comments. On my phone, I always keep the Wheel of Fortune in the background. All right, you guys, food for thought. All right, moving right along to Oracle messages. What do we have for Virgo? I love Virgo just as much as I love Capricorn. Virgo is so analytical, and that's what I love about them. Do less. Productivity is not your personality. All right, maybe you guys might need a little bit of a break, okay? It's particularly if you're in a situation where you don't love, right? You don't love your job, you don't love what you do, or maybe you love it, but you don't love it where you do it, like me, right? I love what I do. I love counseling people, but I don't love where I do it because the place is very toxic, and I'm just dying to get out of there, and I will. All right, what do we have for Virgo? We gotta check out the secret card to see what synchronicities are there. It says, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. Okay, you need to know your worth, even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. Okay, that's what I say. I don't care what people think of me. I know my heart, I know my worth, I know what I bring to the table, and I also know what I don't because I don't feel like it. Okay, not because of what people think of me. All right, the number 36 might be significant. 3 coming together with community, 6 growth. All right, I see a lot of growth. You coming out of things, you being like free, okay, of worries and of things. I connect to oneness and expand my awareness. All right, because you do need to be aware of your surroundings, right? Of the people around you, of the people who say they are happy for you, but in reality, are they? So that is something that you need to ask yourself, because it's like my mom always says, we see their faces, but we don't see their hearts. All right, we move on to initials CGT. I'm going to give you the signs right now with the dice and also with what we saw in the reading. They're giving me the name Carlos and Timothy. All right, nickname, last name, first name. We have here Capricorn, Scorpio, and Aquarius. All right, you guys. And in the cards, all right, we have Capricorn, we have Gemini, we have Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. All right, you guys. So this has been your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that when we give, God gives us tenfold, right? So it doesn't cost anything to hype my videos, share, like, and subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you soon. One love. Remember to help others no matter who they are. Thank you. Take care. Bye.